Audio Jungle.
Piers Morgan has revealed that he incurred a head injury as he tried to escape a Prince Harry speech at a recent awards ceremony. The former GMB presenter, 56, is a vocal critic of the Duke of Sussex, and couldn't believe it when his nemesis addressed the crowd at last week's GQ Awards. And, when Piers had had enough, he tried to duck out but smashed his head before he left the building. In his weekly Daily Mail column, Piers wrote, "As I left, I could hear Harry lecturing the audience about the danger of misinformation and peddling lies, without a shred of self-awareness. He said that he took out his phone to check his for the latest headlines. It was then he decided to go home." He continued, "Then, as I reached the exit, still staring proudly at my phone, I walked straight into a large plate glass window, banging my head so hard and loudly against it that concerned security guards rushed over to check I was okay. I reeled back in agony, semi-concussed and with a cut opening above my right eye, only to see Harry's massive head filling a nearby screen. He was smirking right at me." Harry appeared at the ceremony via video link to present an award to the scientists who produced the Oxford/AstraZeneca COVID vaccine. Piers' accident and subsequent injury came on the same day that he was in celebratory mood. Last week, Ofcom ruled that he was within his rights to criticize Harry and his wife, Meghan Markle, while he was the host of GMB. Piers' constant attacks on the pair attracted hundreds of complaints. He then quit the show after an on-air argument with Sean Beresford. But last week's Ofcom ruling saw Piers vindicated. He called the ruling a victory for free speech. Another news: Take That star Gary Barlow let slip a secret about Prince Harry to Meghan Markle, and she thought it was a joke. The Duchess of Sussex was attending the 2018 Royal Variety performance with husband Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, when the singer made the revelation. It was Meghan's first time at the annual show, and the former actress, who was pregnant with Archie, had the pleasure of greeting performers. Take That were on the bill, and the royal couple were filmed chatting to singers Gary Barlow, Mark Cohen and Howard Donald as they arrived at the London Palladium for the star-studded event. Harry was seen chatting to the group about how long they've been in the business, marveling at the fact the band was formed 30 years ago. Gary then turned towards Meghan and said, "He's been on one of our records." Meghan smiled and touched her hair nervously before throwing her head back and laughing as though she didn't know whether the former X Factor judge was joking or not. Noticing she didn't believe him, Gary added, "We're serious," and her husband Prince Harry chipped in, saying, "In Jamaica, wasn't it?" Meghan's eyes widened as Gary replied, "That's right. He really is on there." The Duchess then said, "Oh my goodness, you learn something new every day." Meanwhile, Harry played the tambourine on Sing, a song written by Andrew Lloyd Webber and Gary and performed by artists from across the Commonwealth to commemorate the Queen's Diamond Jubilee. Gary visited treetops in Kenya, where the Queen was staying when she discovered her father had died, in order to write the song. Asked if Prince Harry had shown any musical talent, Gary joked, "No. He did the tambourine hit and we spun it into the track," the X Factor judge explained. Gary said the idea for recording the song around the world had partly come from Prince Harry's dad, Prince Charles. He added, "In my chat with him he said if you really want the Queen to like this, find people, go and travel and find people." The song was handed over to the Queen at the beginning of May 2012, with Barlow and Lloyd Webber giving her a framed copy of the sheet music and performing the song to her.